Peace and gratitude to everybody out there. Hope y'all having an amazing day above ground, in any way, shape, or form that it happens. I'm your girl, Wendy Zizzo. We here with Kirk the Jerk, Nappy Red.
Peace.
We're in this Academy 411. We got the 411.
With the 411, yo.
411.
Not gang signs, but with the 4, little 441.
411. Right. But now we're here to, just come together, the masterminds, and just touch on some interesting topics that's going on in the world, and being the change that we want to see by giving y'all the type of knowledge that we know will help to, help others. Because experience is the best teacher, so it's sometimes good to listen to the more wise folk. So one of the things that's going on, it's probably been going on a minute, but it's getting real intense now, is these gender wars. I hear about this, 4B and Drizzle and picking the bear over the man in the forest. This
it's getting out of control.
It's funny. I was talking to someone I know about this, and his argument was, women want men to do everything for them and give nothing in return. And I'm like, what do you expect in return from a woman? You expect her company, her time, her body, right? And her energy, which is usually cooking, cleaning, taking care of you and the house and the kids. And I don't know. I have so many different levels of opinions on this, but I want to hear from the guys first before I state my 2 cents.
You got it, Red.
I think the gender wars is stupid, plain stupid. It's like the whole thing is my thing is my opinion, nobody else's opinion, allegedly. They planning all of this to get us not to like each other and downgrade each other. You know what I'm saying? Right. Stuff like that and everything. I think if you with a woman, you meet a woman, you know what I'm saying, go on a coffee date, like you said, go on a coffee date, feel you out, speak what you about. You don't gotta take her to no 5-star restaurant and all that. Most of the ladies and men, if they act like that, they never had nothing. So you know what I'm saying? So that's a red flag right there. Like, okay, you all about such and such and such and such. A relationship supposed to be for building. It's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can treat, she can treat. You know what I'm saying? Do it like that and everything. Like, look, we go on a coffee date. Let's see what's going on. Talk about stuff. And let the lady treat for the coffee. So when we go to a dinner date, let the man treat. If it goes to a third one, let the lady treat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even it out.
Well, do you think the first date should be handled by the man or the woman?
I think a coffee date should be handled by the woman.
A coffee date should be handled by the woman?
Because
I think it should be handled by the person that initiated. So let's say if a woman holler at me, then yeah, she should take me on a coffee date. But if I holler at her, I should. I think it goes along those lines.
Yeah.
Because whoever piqued the interest first and went hard towards the person, hey, what's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. They're going to say, let me take you out for a cup of coffee. But when you get there, I'm like, you ain't paying for it?
Yeah, I think communication is very important in these instances. Yeah. Also, just for the generalized population out there, everything we're talking about here is for educational purposes only.
Yes.
I mean, we here to stimulate, but don't assimilate that, this is what it is and you should go do it. It's, take what you can and apply
it. This is just a matter of opinion.
But I'm glad you saying that, because you got some dumb people out there that sit there and say, well, they said go do this and I wouldn't do it and I got my lawyer gonna call this. Like, yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's 2024, but what we noticed, you can sue for anything now.
Exactly.
I am scared. I am not playing no game.
Oh, so this girl sued. No. This dude sued this woman for him taking her out on a date, and he didn't like the date, and he sued her for the money for the date. This is what I mean. Like what Nappy Red said, I 100% agree. This is some real bullshit. Like this whole gender war thing is a distraction. It's number one, keeping us away from ourselves again, among all the other things that keeps us away from ourselves via entertainment, hypnotic music that doesn't give you anything nourishing for your brain and soul and life, and just all these different. Oh man, it's taking us away from understanding who and what we are, tuning into ourselves, tuning into our emotions, and learning how to balance ourselves. And more importantly, it's keeping us away from nature, because we are nature. You know what I mean? As long as we're not getting in tune with our nature, we're going to keep being out of balance. And if you look at nature, every species on this planet follows who? The woman, the female. It's the thing is, it's pretty much. It's pretty much. You look at the queen bee. The queen bee is bigger than all other bees. They cleaning their feathers and stuff, and they putting on a whole show. Like I've seen some birds put on some spectacular shows, and then he gets the cookies. Some of them don't get the cookies. Then you got the ones that be straight, head button. Praying mantis, the female's bigger than the male, so after he mates, she eats him. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's wild. So, that's true.
Like I said, in every single species, even lions, the lionesses actually run the pride. The lionesses are the ones that get the food, and the male is there to protect. You know what I mean? So now when it comes to humans, so because we're in this patriarchy situation that we're in, it's really just taking us away from our natural state, because it's not about I'm better or you're better, or I'm more valuable and you're less valuable. We're both valuable. And I feel like, in my opinion, when men can truly honor the woman for who and what she is, it'll help him to also honor himself. Or more so, if he can honor himself better, he can honor her too. Because you technically are made of 98% of your mom. Like, you developed in her body. Like, every single person on this planet started out as female. You know what I mean? So when you can honor the divine feminine, when you can honor the woman, the womb man for who she is, it's easy for you to see yourself, because you're a part of her. You are her. So why wouldn't you want to protect something that's that valuable? See that as sacred. One of my favorite analogies is men are the gardeners. You're the gardener, right? What is the gardener responsible for? You're responsible to get the materials, put it all together, plant it, nourish it, and then you get your harvest, right? And whatever energy you put into that garden is going to give you the result of what you harvest. Women are gardens by nature. Whatever you provide for her and you put her in a space where she can truly be herself and create from, then it's harmony. But because of this patriarchy, women are just as fucked up as men in terms of this mindset. You know what I mean? Like, we're off too. That's why we're having this BS that women are like, they're going the extra mile with certain things. But at the same time, too, another example I use is stay in your lane. If you come across a woman that is a Mercedes-Benz of a woman, you know what I mean? Like, she's bougie, that's her. She's expecting this amount of money, and you can afford a Honda Accord. Then go find you a Honda Accord and leave that lady alone.
Nah, son, get that Mercedes-Benz and then play Jedi mind tricks on her. No, I'm just playing. Nah, honestly, with the whole gender thing, I would say this. When it pertains to a relationship, I feel we should work on who got the better skill set. I suck in cooking. So if you don't want me to waste these groceries, then you do the cooking, and we both can take turns on laundry. It don't have to be one person. If we both working in this household, it's 2024. We don't have to do a man does all this and a woman does all this. I believe we should be truly a partnership I won't say it's 50-50. It's always going to be somebody do a little bit more than the other. But we could come together and be each other's team. Where I slip, you pick me up. Where you slip, I pick you up.
Yeah.
It's more like teamwork nowadays.
Yeah.
I would love to cook, but nobody going to eat it.
But see,
I haven't read. My bad.
see, my mother, when she was bringing us up, she let us know that, you know, the man is the provider and everything. But she also taught us how to cook, clean, and do other stuff, because it said, okay, say you don't find that perfect girl or that perfect lady, or you're a bachelor for a little while, you know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to do most of the stuff, just like my sisters. My sisters know how to build and do stuff like that too, and just in case and everything. So I think if you're gonna like a female or a male in the family, I think they should learn both. Like, you know what I'm saying, both stuff.
I like my cooking.
I think you should be harder on boys, because boys, they now this is a biological fact that boys develop slower than women than girls, right? Yeah. So if a girl can catch on faster, you know, so that means you need to be harder on a boy to make sure he catches on.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? And like you said, your mom taught you how to take care of yourself. And then when a woman comes in, like even with the cooking situation, not to say that, like you said, if your cooking's terrible, you know, but
it's cook good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like one person shouldn't have to always do everything, you know, or do a certain thing. Like, you know, I know your alternate to not cooking is probably ordering food.
No. But here's the thing.
But that's an alternative.
I won't expect her to change brakes in a car. So it's like we both got something to bring to the table.
True.
That I would never want to teach her how to, you know what I'm saying? And she attempted to teach me how to cook, but unfortunately I cooked the way I like to cook, that I was taught to cook growing up.
Okay.
In which it may not be conducive for her, but it's conducive for me. So since we're in a relationship together and she don't like my cooking, but I like her cooking, she can do 98% of the cooking. I can cook eggs, bacon, basic stuff.
Nah, fine. No, that's fair. Breakfast food is fair. Because if you can make me breakfast, I got you on dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I would say that's fair.
Or I'll do the dishes after you done cooking.
Definitely doing the dishes every time. Like that's given. You can't cook. Then that means you can clean.
That's it. Yeah.
But see, I taught my daughter how to cook and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying her mother's not a great cook, but I cook better than her.
Oh, okay. So, nice.
So I'm gonna put it out there. And whenever my daughter needs something,
you trying to get in a fight. She gonna look at this and like, what? You said what?
She'll call me up and be like, Daddy, how to make this? Daddy, how to make this? That.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Because I like cooking. That's my thing. Like if I get depressed or get mad at something, I clean or I cook. Either one.
So we need to piss him off and get him over like to a bar.
Yo, I see the stuff he posted on Facebook, and I was like, my stomach was like, roof.
I need to try that out one day. We're gonna make that happen eventually.
I got you.
But I'm a master griller. I can grill. I can't cook. I can't really season. But I could throw anything on a grill and I could cook it perfectly.
All right, so see again, that's another thing that you can do to, you know, for the cooking. If I'm seasoning, all right, cool. You take care of the rest.
But I'm 20.
But
the little tube that tells you the temperature inside.
I would say the more practical view on relationships is to be practical like that. Like all these out of control expectations that people are. I don't even know if they serious half the time. Like this shit.
I think it's for views. Like we was talking about earlier off the air. It's like I can go viral with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I said, just like the girl that said, "You're gonna take me to the Cheesecake Factory, such and such and such and such and such." You know what I'm saying?
That was real, and that was so sad. That was disgusting. That chick.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Like look. My brother took me to the cheesecake because I don't like cheesecake.
What's wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah. That food alright. It's not all that.
It's alright, but you know it ain't Wendy's. You took
exactly.
McDonald's. We fighting.
What about Ruth Chris?
I done turned around and be like, you can get anything on the dollar menu.
Yeah.
That's all I'm paying for.
Well, listen, again, if you a Honda Accord type of person, then you take, you go get you a Honda Accord. There's some women that's okay with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I feel like people have these expectations against themselves too. You know what I mean? Like like I said, this whole patriarchy thing got everybody's mind fucked up. Got women wanting to be, in a certain position that if you can't provide it for yourself at the end of the day, like, not to say that you shouldn't want someone to be able to do that, but if you require it to a point where you couldn't even do this for yourself, but you want someone else to do it for you, you know what I mean? It's like,
But my thing is this: with that, is like the girls that ask for the high class 5-star restaurants and stuff like that and everything, they're covering up for something. To my opinion, you know what I'm saying? They probably got a dirty house or something, or such and such and such, or whatever. It's like, how you gonna tell somebody that if we go out, you need to take me to?
Listen, real talk, and maybe there's gonna be probably women mad at me, and there's gonna probably be some women that I say this. You should not be going on no 5-star restaurant date for your first date.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You should be getting to know this person and invest some type of time and energy into them before they dig a little deeper into their pockets.
Hot dog and water in the park. A walk in the park and a hot dog.
No dirty water dog.
Dirty hot dog.
Hot dog and a walk in the park. You can save a lot of money and you can get a lot of good.
New York I would take well, I can't even eat that no more. I miss eating street meat. Terrible. Roach Coach. I can't eat it no more, man. My stomach is like, no, you can't have that no more. But anyway, my point is that when you first meet somebody and you're getting to know them, yeah, you want them to show you something, but that it should be their personality and who they are that matters to you more than what they can necessarily provide. Because you can find a guy that got a whole bunch of money and he's a total asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's really like you should be trying to get to know this person, both sides, men too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they blame these women for, I put X, Y, and Z into her. I did this, that, and there. Okay, but I know you've seen the red flags in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you allowed a lot of shit to slide. You know what I mean? You went that far, so you can't fully blame her for it. You gotta take your part in it, just like she has her part in it.
Don't leave with your wallet. Because if you leave with your wallet, that's what's expected all the time. You may seem like you got it like that. They ain't tricking if you got it, right?
What's the problem with that?
I had a friend that used to do this. Like if he take a girl out, he'll ask the girl, "Where you want to go?" She'll be like, "I want to go to Red Lobster." So he'll say this to her too. It kind of messed up, but he used to say this. Well, if you order on this side of the menu, we fuck it. If you order on this side of the menu, we alright. I was sitting there, and he used to tell him. He used to tell him that. And I'm sitting there, like, "Are you serious? Are you like you serious?" He said, and then, but he said the same thing. He said, "If we're gonna go on the first date, why are you asking me to take you to the expensive place? Why we can't go somewhere and find out about each other first before we step into?"
That's why you shouldn't be sitting and having dinner like that. Like you should be going for coffee, sitting
walk in the park with hot dogs
across from each other. Yeah, walk in the park. Like like that's talking on the phone doesn't do it. You know what I mean? No. And texting definitely don't do it. So you really want to see if this person is worth the next step, and the next step is for the energy, and men are connected to money. That's y'all energy, right? For a woman it's her body. You know what I mean? So the value that y'all put on your money is the value we're putting on our body, right? Part of the issue is that men don't see the value in the woman's body because it's been given so easily.
Yeah, and plus, they show it. They show your body off too much. Like a lot of girls I see now, they want to put lingerie on to go outside or go to a party and stuff like that. It's like, let me see nothing. Let me, you know what I'm saying, be surprised when we go lay down with each other. Now I see your titties, I see your butt cheeks, I see everything, and everybody else is seeing it too. Your tattoo on the back and all that. Like, come on now, go ahead.
There's ways to look at it. That's she should be able to wear really whatever she wants to wear, and men control their urges. A woman is not responsible for your urges. You know what I mean? Like, just because you horny doesn't automatically mean she's supposed to give you pussy. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
No. I'm not talking about that.
It shouldn't be. I can't even say should or shouldn't, but it depends on the female and how she wants to present herself and the attention that she wants to get. She's going to have to deal with the consequences of that too. Because although a woman should be able to wear whatever she wants to wear, the reality of it is we are under this patriarchal mindset that women are seen as they're seen as sexual objects, and their bodies are not seen as anything other than a sexual play toy for the most part. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you see that, that's where you're gonna go. Like it always bugs me out in certain religions where the woman has to be fully covered, right? Because it's so that you don't tempt the man. But it's like, how come the man can't tame and take care of his own urges? You know what I mean, the woman has to cover up because you have a problem. That's not fair. I feel like that's part of the problem of not being in tune and learning how to control the emotions.
I think sometimes it's okay for a woman to cover up so a man can have something to the imagination too.
Exactly. That's what
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Sometimes.
Nah, it's just like when you come out and you half naked and everything, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like give me something that I can go home and think about.
I totally agree with you. I agree with you. And listen, if anybody follows me, they'll see I wasn't really the type to really put my body out there because it's like, why? I want this to matter. I want this. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And plus, I want the energy to be good. And most of the girls that does that got half naked come out.
They're looking for sugar daddies.
Yeah, those are the ones that looking for the people with money. And to me, that's like prostituting. You prostitute yourself.
Well, yes and no, because you got some guys that know they ain't shit, but all they got is money. So they're like, all right, well, you know, I ain't shit, but if I give this bitch money, she gonna give me what I want.
I don't see prostitution as a bad thing, though.
You don't see it as a bad thing?
You know why? Because it's transactional. Like, for example,
everything's transactional.
You got men think about it. You got men that's just going on a date because they're looking for a relationship and all that. No, they're looking to have sex. They're really not looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, go get somebody on the same page as you that's looking for a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about pleasing them mentally because it's all physical from your aspect and it's all physical from my aspect as far as the money, the monetary. Well, so everybody is in compliance with each other, and it's the oldest profession, one of the oldest.
I agree, but the problem is people are not upfront and communicate and transparent. Guys will, oh my God. Guys will put on the whole show, be everything that a woman wants.
Yeah.
She knows that she likes this, women like this one, so they'll put on the song and the dance, right? And as soon as he get what he wants, it's the other way.
See, and that's why I say America is different, because if you go to other countries, they got the red script that you know when you walk down that street is nothing but paying for sex and everything, because you're going to be like, okay, you know what, I'm a little horny, I just came from a club, I'm going to go down here and find somebody.
Well, we used to have it in New York, remember 42nd Street back in the day?
42nd.
Hunts Point is where it's at.
Yeah, so it's just like we do the same thing everybody else do, but in America, it's just they extra with it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's just extra with it. And then like the viral stuff when girl, even dudes too. Dudes will be like, oh, I got this money. If I take you out, I want this, I want that. I'm like, come on now. Like,
it's definitely gotten out of hand. And like I said, like we both said in the beginning, it's a distraction.
Yeah.
You know, it's a true distraction. And one of the things that we love to do at Awareness Academy 411 is give you the 411 on solutions.
Yes,
so in these cases, with these situations, what would you guys give in terms of if you was teaching these young men, these young males, to be men, to be more in the space of coexisting with women, what would you tell them?
Don't do too much talking, do more listening. You know what I'm saying? Listen to understand, and don't always talk don't always speak just to speak. Sometimes it's good to just listen and respond to what you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you can win a woman over, if you're having the communication. Because remember, with women, it's not so visual, it's more what's coming out your mouth. So if you want to say the right things, try to analyze them first. Listen to what they say first. And and if they're talking about a specific subject matter, jump on that subject matter and talk more about that subject matter, because now you're seeing what they like. But a lot of times men just say, I just think about this and I. So when they get in a dating conversation, it's about I'm an astronaut. I got my degree in this and this, and that's the conversation. I. You shouldn't use that much word. That word I is dangerous when you get to know somebody, because all they focus on, he say he's this, he say he's that, he say he's this. He ain't even asked me about myself.
Because see, back in the days when we used to try to talk to a girl, we'll go like this: excuse me, how you doing? What's your name? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What you into? And then that starts off the conversation. Then whatever, y'all might have something similar. And then you be like, you know what, I do that too. And you start to comment. That's how you start to feel them out and see what it is. If they start off saying, if I'm on a date, if we go on a date, I need to go to a 5-star restaurant. Then okay, she's not for me. She's just right off the top, just want food or such and such and such and such. But I don't know.
What is considered, now the question I have, what you think is a considerable amount to pay on the first date?
Between the both of y'all?
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah, about that.
I think that's reasonable too.
Yeah, that's reasonable. If it's a date where you've gotten to that next level, because if you're going out with coffee, you shouldn't be spending no more than $30.
Well, it depends.
Like, really, the first date of coffee, even dirty dogs and water, shouldn't cost you no more than
$30.
$30.
Hot dogs are like $5, $6 each.
No, they
what
crazy.
You want $5?
Yo, they done went up. I remember when the street meat was like $5, $6 for the plate of rice. The chicken and the lamb. It was like $5. Yo, that's just like $10, $12 now.
That's still good though.
Okay, so since we're talking about food, let's talk about food in America.
Wait.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's a whoa.
Now I'm still in Wendy's. I'm gonna steal your word that you said when you said diabetes, processed. What is it?
Processed food disease.
Processed food disease. Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
But real quick, before we get on that, just one more solution I want to just throw at people for dating and also yourself too. Understand that whenever someone invokes a feeling from you, whether it's rejection or objection, anything that you get, you want to focus on and start to become in tune with yourself. So now when you meet these people that throw you off, because a lot of these guys, they can't take rejection.
Nope.
And it's how far they'll go. You know what I mean? Because they're getting rejected. And that's one of those things that is, dude, you really need to sit and focus on yourself and not worry about getting pussy.
It's violent. Situation is violent now. Like, for example, if a woman say no to a guy, she has to worry about getting beat up now.
Yeah. And women, the same thing. Learn your emotions, learn to get in tune with yourself. So when you're talking to these guys and they're not, you're actually paying attention to what they're saying and what they're doing, like, just take a step back. You don't need them. Just get to want them, get to know what you're dealing with. Like, a lot of women have this fantasy in their mind and they overlap that over someone when they meet them. So that now they expect them to fit into this mold, and if you don't, damn. But no, you didn't take the time to get to know the person first to see if they're what you wanted. You know what I mean? You're leading with, okay, this is the idea I have for my Prince Charming, and this guy, he's that one. I'm gonna make him be that one. Don't do that. You know, that you're gonna waste your time and your life with that. But overall, in my opinion, one of the solutions to this gender war thing is the people to just stop and go inward and really start focusing on yourself and give each other grace. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
But I will say one thing too. It has something to do with the food.
The food makes people angry.
There's so much crap with the food nowadays. It's throwing our hormones off. You got men getting more estrogen, becoming more feminine. You got women getting more. It's like it's throwing off these hormones.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It just like, if I tell people this, if they don't believe you that the food is poison, I said just look up other country foods, the same foods we got here, and see their ingredients, and you'll see it's
banned over there. Just look at what's banned over there.
Yeah, because certain stuff, like say if you going to London and you try to take some food or something in it, that's considered drugs coming over to another country because they don't allow that type of stuff in their food. And I know people that went to other countries and had to throw away American food because they said it's drugs in it.
It's contaminated.
It's not coming here. And I'm like, you serious? They was like, yeah. I know people that try to ship different stuff over to peoples in different countries. They got to go through the barrel and say, nah, this can't come.
Some stuff get flagged, yup.
Yeah, and they flag it because, like Chick-fil-A, allegedly, some countries can't bring that stuff over there.
Now, let me tell you something. If you have McDonald's here, and you seen that study that was on TV, no, not McDonald's, allegedly. Even though it happened, I'm scared of McDonald's. Allegedly, McDonald's. I still eat McDonald's, so. But unfortunately, the digestive system works like this. When you got food that's hard to process, like McDonald's, you eat it, you consume it, and it takes forever and it stays in your system for too long. Because think about it, if you keep a burger outside sitting on a shelf for like a whole year, you'll find out that the meat is still intact, everything is good. And the reason why is because they put so much preservatives in it. Yeah. And think about it, if it's hard to break down and go spoil outside the body, what you think it's doing inside your body? Mm-hmm. Woo! That means that it's stuck in your colon, just sitting there,
poisoning you.
Yeah.
Poisoning. And
clogging your cells, giving you fat in your cells and stuff, causing diabetes.
Yeah, and even people that use vegetable oils to cook with, vegetable oil, canola oil, soy oil, all those stuff. Those oils, your body cannot break them down, so you literally are storing it in your body where you think is fat and cellulite. That's that oil in there. And there's also what's the word? The fat that's all around your organs. That's different fat. I can't remember the name right now. I'm having a brain fart, so pardon me, y'all. But that fat is around your organs, and that's what makes you bloat. You know what I mean? That makes you big on the midsection. You know what I mean? So even if you start melting down, like first it's always gonna be water weight that drops first. You know, but then you got that fat too. But these oils are so bad, and for people, if they don't know, oils that are better to use is avocado oil, sesame oil, and olive oil and coconut oil. Like you don't want to cook them like too hot.
How about grapeseed?
Grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is good too.
I use grapes.
Avocado oil is the best one to, and I think sesame seed too can get really hot. Yeah. You know, so the rest of them, olive oil, you technically shouldn't cook with. You're supposed to just put it on stuff and have it that way, but people cook with it anyway. But
these are so much money.
Huh?
It's so much money though. Like I got some olive oil right now. This little thing right here, $11.
Well, think about it. The cheapest stuff is gonna be cheaper because it's coming from.
But think about it. All the chemicals. Think about how much the process is just to make the horrible stuff for your body versus the natural stuff where it's really easy to just extract the oil from whatever they're extracting it from and putting it in a little can versus you grabbing all this oil and putting all kinds of chemicals in there. That takes longer. That's a bigger. It seems like it takes more work to make processed food than not, but yet processed food costs less money, even though it's a whole process to make it. I
think it's because they have more of the materials to make the process.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these oils are petroleum based, so they're making this shit out of gas, like petroleum. Oil and shit from that goes in a car, and your body can't break it down. It's no bueno.
Yeah. What do you think about White Castles? White Castle definitely got the
murder burger.
Boom, 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 boom.
But the crazy part, when you eat that, it makes you go right to the bathroom. So your body is rejecting it already.
And it smells like White Castles.
Murder your butthole. They murder your stomach.
But every time I come to New York, I gotta have me a cheeseburger, one of them cheeseburgers. I eat it one, I'm like, all right, I'm good.
They don't got nothing. They got what, Crystals? It looks like White Castle, but it don't taste like it, right? Crystals, right?
Nah, they don't got nothing down here like that.
I think we got one White Castle left on Staten Island.
Yeah. Word, right?
Yeah, cause they had White Castles down here, and I don't know what they did down here, but they kicked all the White Castles out of Virginia for some reason. I got to do my research and find out why they kicked White Castles out of Virginia.
No more murder burgers for you. Them shits is good too. I haven't eaten that in years.
Crystals, boy. They crystals for the mouth. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah. They make it
that's the Jersey,
really
right?
good and addictive. That's the stuff that they put in. They put addictive shit. High fructose corn syrup is an addictive agent. Like you literally become addicted to it. And one of the most addictive foods ever? Cheese.
Cheese, yeah. And I'm a cheese fanatic.
That's why, because you addicted. He's like, give me that cheese.
Hold on, what about the Italian cheese that cost like $50, $75? I had some of that before. Somebody gave that to me as a gift, like a big block of cheese.
What, Parmesan?
Talking about some type of special cheese. Cheese is aged. They age it and all that.
Yeah.
And
real cheese. Yeah.
Real cheese, and it was really expensive. It was like $50. They say it's not that bad for you, supposedly. I don't know.
No, I challenge somebody to go to a deli, any deli, and get some cheese and try to burn it.
It's gonna turn black.
If the shit don't melt, that's not cheese. When you go buy the cheese that's individually wrapped, the Kraft, it says it on the packet that it's not real cheese.
Not real cheese. Also, how about the what's the crab sticks and stuff? Like they got a lot of this on
the imitation crab.
Oh, you talking about Chinese food?
No, the crab sticks. The
mozzarella sticks?
No.
They're shrimp cheese.
It's supposed to be fish. It's supposed to be fish.
Like the Chinese ones will be selling the crab legs.
But they white and pink, and they show how it's not really fish or nothing.
Yeah,
it's made of fish. It's made from fish, from these different little fishes, like fish pots.
God, I stopped eating that. I don't eat that. Okay,
how about that shit was good though when I was a kid, smothered in dark sauce and hot sauce.
Oh,
damn it.
So do y'all eat tilapia?
Hell no.
I don't know where that fish came from.
It tastes good, man-made fish. It's good though.
I can't fuck with it. If I eat it, I feel weird, y'all. I get a headache and everything. Like
the only reason why I'm getting wild caught fish from fishing in the ocean, like I fish in Long Island. We rent a boat. It's like $350. Anybody can do it. $350. You need a driver's license.
Yeah.
You go in the middle of the ocean in a harbor, and you catch mad porgy. We caught mad porgy. I'm talking about mad porgy. One of the porgy had the little worms coming out of it, the little parasites. Messed my whole appetite up. I wanted to get rid of all of it.
Yeah, but that was just a bad place you was fishing.
No, but that's the idea when you get wild caught. Wild caught, they do be having parasites in that.
Yeah, they do. That's why you're supposed to do parasite cleanses. But to answer your question, the tilapia is a farm raised fish. It's a GMO fish. Like they cross breeds to make tilapia.
They could control the environment better.
Yeah, but they just eat shit.
I don't think no worms gonna.
And people don't know this either. Farm raised salmon is illegal in Canada, but they make it and sell it to America.
Yeah.
Why?
It's only pink because they dye it. Like the fish has no nutritional value in it because they're farm raised. They're not getting the real nutrients.
And plus, they said if you can tell a real salmon from a farm, it's real pink.
It's red, yes.
Yeah, and the farm one is light. It's real light. So in the supermarkets, you see the all light ones, the real light.
Whenever you go to most restaurants, use farm raised. That shit pisses me off. I'm like, you charging me $20 for a salmon meal, and this is farm raised, bitch.
Yeah.
Man, what in the gross is going on, right?
Part of my language. Nah, sorry, not sorry.
but that's why I tell you, you gotta grow your own food. Like,
word.
It's getting back to that.
Even water is, and people no soda.
Yeah.
Soda, juice. Yo, when you see the sugar in these beverages,
yes,
56 grams of sugar be in a can of soda. Like you might as well just take sugar and just open your mouth and just dump it in there. Sugar's another addictive.
We need to just do an illustration and get a bottle of soda and the amount of grams of sugar in there. Yeah. Get a cup of sugar in a clear glass just to show people how much sugar is in there. And people will be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's that much."
That's why now when I shop, I shop at the supermarket. I do 5 to 6 grams less of stuff. Like I don't even like when I look at stuff, and if it got 24 and 44 grams of sugar, I ain't messing with it. I'm leaving it alone. So I'll be like, nah, I'm not doing that. So
hell no.
Whew. Man, it's just so much and sugar is literally it's you might as well just well, I don't want to tell you do coke, but
well, it give you a kind of sugar give you kind of hot because remember it's so addictive. That's why they put sugar in everything because it makes you want more of it.
Yeah, well, the same brain waves that coke, like snorting coke, gives you, brain waves as sugar.
So Coca-Cola really had cocoa
back in the days, and Red Bull.
Back in the days, when they first
first started, right?
Yep, they put coke in there, and then they replaced it with sugar.
Sitting there running around.
Back in the days, that's just how it was. Yep, it's crazy.
Oh man, back in the days, wee.
Yeah, soda, because my aunt was addicted to Pepsi. I used to have to go get a 16-ounce Pepsi when her stories came on every day.
The stories.
Every day. Go out there and make sure you get my... But look, I'm showing my age now. The 16-ounce Pepsi was only 35 cents.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. She'd be like, here's 35 cents. Or she'll give me 50 cents and say, get my soda. And it was penny candies.
I remember when the soda was, I want to say $1.25 for it. Or the 16 ounce. You were talking about the little one? Nah, they was like 75 cents, maybe.
Yeah.
Or $1.
Could have been like 85, 75, something like that.
Yeah. I remember when chips was still 25 cents.
Yeah. And plus it was a big bag. It was like big. Because you could share it with your friend. Yo, go get, all right.
Yeah, I'm showing my age. The bubble gum, the $1, the 1 cent bubble gum, the extra powdery ass.
Penny candy.
Penny candy. Oh man, but and what's crazy is all this crap we used to eat when we were kids was so bad for us.
Yeah.
Had us bouncing off the walls.
Running around,
doing all types of craziness. I remember a friend of mine told me his grandmother, Puerto Rican, used to give them coffee. And then when they would bounce around the house, she'd be yelling at them and beating them to sit down.
They gave me coffee. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so funny.
Just be careful with the foods you eat, especially when you go to these restaurants and and go to these fast food joints and stuff. Like, it's called fast food for a reason.
Fast food. It's not real food.
Yeah,
there's so many alternatives. Like I even started making my own almond milk because like when you buy almond milk,
that's hot.
Milk, that stuff has preservatives in it too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
losing.
there's a machine called one of them is by a company called Almond Cow, and it's a machine. You put the raw almonds in there, you put some dates in there, you put a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of salt, water. Voila! It's done in like less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
Seriously,
That's
and
cool.
it tastes, and you can make any type of cook you want with that. You know, and that's a great alternative for people, you know, to know it exists. You know, people are like, oh, I don't got time to do that. Yo, I could literally do it right before I go to bed with one eye open. It's really that simple. The hardest part and the longest part is probably just cleaning everything off.
Wow.
But allegedly, we're not supposed to be drinking milk anyway.
Well, milk ain't good for you. They used to make the new milk commercials all the time. Milk doesn't body good. But regular cow milk from a cow?
Or if you're gonna, we used to drink milk straight from the cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better alternative.
Yeah, it's a better alternative, or straight from the goat, because that don't have all the preservatives in it and the homogenized, and you know. But we ain't supposed to have that. Like,
is it better? Like, here's the thing: because what the animal eats, it all depends on the animal diet. If the milk is gonna be good anyway, so if the animal's eating nothing but leafy green stuff.
Yeah.
Technically, if we're getting the milk directly from the cow, we're not getting it from the supermarket where it's homogenized and pasteurized and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then if we get it from the cow, because when I was living in Yonkers, they have a farm up north, and I used to actually pay for the milk people to come, and I used to eat it with my cereal, and I never used to have no stomach problems. Because regular milk, man, I'm in a toilet bowl for like hours.
His legs going numb and shit.
Well, my leg hurt after wipe and stand up for a minute, sit back.
I can't get up. It feels like static.
I'm like, something wrong with my legs. I think I'm becoming
another thing too. Eggs, right? So people think when they see free range or cageless, cage free, like there's a difference in how these chickens are taken care of. So cage free just means that they're in a big, huge warehouse, all walking around in a fucking warehouse. That's cage free. So that's not the healthy egg. Then you got the free range chickens. Those are the ones that are out and about eating the worms, and they out in the pastures eating how chickens supposed to eat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. So you're gonna get the healthier eggs from that, and the pasture raised eggs are gonna cost $1 or $2 more. But at least you're getting the nutrients from the eggs, because these farm raised, what do they call it? The cage free.
Cage free, yeah.
You're not getting nutrients out of them.
That's just to make you feel good. It's just all propaganda. It's game.
So look, I'm gonna tell you, I get my eggs from the Mexican, and I get 37 eggs for $9, but it still got shit on it. Like Yeah, like when he brings it in, it got feathers in it. It got the dried up chicken
straight out the way. And you know what? Those eggs last longer outside of the fridge.
There you go.
Up to 4 months they last. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at, because I told my mother about it. My mother said, when I was growing up, my mother used to just put the eggs on it. It was so much eggs. When neighbors come by or cousins or family, go and grab you some eggs. And they sitting outside. They not in the refrigerator. They sitting outside for a month. Oh yeah, just go grab you some eggs. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
They don't go bad. Like not that fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, processed meats are terrible.
Woo! Packed with mass sodium.
Yeah.
You know, go into the store and get you the cold cuts.
Cold cut sandwich.
The sodium in those things is ridiculous. All of the preservatives. You know, an alternative for that is to go buy you some chicken or a turkey and cook it and cut it up and freeze it
up yourself. Yeah.
We can talk about the Beyond meats too, because people think Beyond food is good too. First of all, it smell like you ever had it smell like a chemical burger? I was like, it smells like mad chemicals in it. Then when you cook it, it smells weird.
Yeah.
And it tastes almost like a burger, but you could smell, like the smell bothers me. more than I tasted. And then when I look at the ingredients, 580 grams of sodium.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. But
we gotta watch that sodium.
Yeah, but it's called plant burger, and made in a plant. And made it like people. That's another thing I want to talk about too. They put it right in front of our face, and we still, some people is some stupid and sit there and be like, no, Beyond Burger is better because it's plant made and plant based. And somebody told me this: everything is made in the plant. Like come on now, like stop being stupid.
And veganism is not. I tell people this all the time. Vegan is not a diet; it's a way of life. Meaning that it's people that actually, the true vegans, love animals. So they choose not to eat anything that have bi-animal products, such as leather belts, having a leather belt on or a fur coat. They don't want to eat any dairy products.
Extreme vegans.
But that's the true real meaning of vegan. When I actually call myself a vegan, I got schooled by a real vegan. He's like, "What? You vegan? What? You care about the animals? You doing it for the animals? Nah, I'm doing it because I'm trying to eat better." He said, "What?" He said, "You still. We think you got a lot of fat vegans." Because the food that they eat, it might not have animal products, but it's still like that good for you.
Yeah, and plus there's a lot of carbs because they eat breads and stuff. But you know what? I feel like there's an extreme with it because at the end of the day, if your whole premise is I don't want to eat life, what the hell do you think plants are?
Yeah,
they have scientific proof that your plants can hear you.
Yeah,
They did testing where they if a person has the thought of bringing harm to the plant reacts. Just the thought of you harming the plant reacts to it. So plants are not only intelligent, but they're hypersensitive. You know what I mean? Like when you smell cut grass, that's them screaming.
Mm-hmm.
What about mushrooms? Mushrooms share 99% of our DNA.
Yeah.
I mean, but these are still living things. That's my point. Like, if your whole premise is, I don't want to eat anything that can look at me. Well, you still eating something that can hear you. You know,
that's true.
So, I think at the end of the day, we have to learn our bodies. And I think, in my opinion, from just the different studying I've done over the years, eating by your blood type is also helpful because your blood type comes from different regions of the planet, or different time periods. And in these different time periods, they had a certain diet and it lasted for thousands of years. So now when you eat more accordingly to your blood type, your body would, because your body breaks certain things down based off of your blood type differently.
Yeah.
So that's just what I've learned. And there's so many different studies. Like there's people that have gone vegan and winded up sick and in the hospital because they're not getting the proper nutrients because they're not eating enough food, or they're not getting the nutrients from what they're eating.
That's true.
Then they say that the high protein diet is the best way, to just eat straight protein all the time. Like that's another option, but I think just learning to listen to your body, is key. Like I have a whole list. Do not eat. So whenever I eat something and my body tells me we ain't like it, I write that down on this. Okay, don't eat that.
That's true.
I should do that too. I like that too.
Yeah. Oh, I got a whole list. I was actually reading it to my mother earlier. She was like, "Really? You can't eat that?" I said, "This is what happens." Like Shake Shack is on my list because it gives me a headache, and it makes me feel away. And I'm like, if your food gives you a headache, that's not food. That's not
yeah.
What about Wingstop?
Oh, I haven't eaten that. So,
yeah.
And, I found out that Buffalo Wild Wings uses beef tallow instead of vegetable oil. And beef tallow is in the same family as lard, and that's what we used to cook with. So it's actually it's a little healthier than the other stuff, but it's definitely, you got to find it. You got to listen to your body and find the alternatives. But
that's a fact. Yeah,
you're right. I remember we talked the other day. One thing you said made a lot of sense. It stuck in my head. You said, pay attention to the things that you eat, different foods you eat, and whatever you eat, if it makes you feel sluggish, then you obviously know it's not good for you. Simple as that.
Exactly. Yeah. Pay attention to that. It's like don't eat that stuff. But like I said, we just here for educational purposes.
We not doctors.
We can talk about this subject all night, but we'll get on another day and we'll bring up some more solutions for people to, pay attention to consider to incorporate into their lifestyles and such. So we're Awareness Academy 411.
Yes,
that's what we have.
411.
411 to be Awareness Academy and just give you a little knowledge from our heads, information, and you could probably take some of the stuff and run with it.
Because look, every morning when I get up for breakfast, I eat fruits every morning, and not just saying it because I eat it. When I eat fruits, and when I start my day, my job, I got energy. I feel good and everything. And then one day I said, let me just eat something like. I think I ate some grits or something or whatever, and some turkey sausage and stuff like that. And I felt sluggish. I was like, oh hell no, I can't do this.
Right afterwards.
Yeah. I want to sit down, but when I ate the fruits, the berries, the strawberries, pineapples, and the apples and stuff like that, I was ready to go. I said, okay, come on.
I eat that and get stuff, but I feel different kind of stuff. Like I'm full because I ate too much. But I'm still got my energy. I'm not sluggish. It definitely matters what you eat, because I remember when I did the vegan thing for a while, I was eating mainly not vegan food. I was eating nothing but vegetables only because I couldn't figure out what to eat. That's the hard thing about being a vegan. If you try not to eat meat, I mean, everything got some kind of some product in it. Long story short, I was damn near starving to death because I didn't know what to eat each day. So I just started eating vegetables every day. Vegetable. So one day I decided, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna go back to eat meat. I took a KFC at that, of all things. I took one bite of that KFC chicken. I felt dirty inside. I felt literally dirty. Literally, matter of a couple of minutes, I felt like my body was like a toxic crusader or something, like toxic.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You created a different reference point. You know what I mean? Like, your body was all clean, and then once you put your shit in there, you're like, oh, wait a minute, that don't feel like
big difference.
You crap all the time. You can't tell the difference. How it feels. So
that's a fact.
That's why you got to at least. Here's the thing: we can't stop people from eating the trash, but at least detox once a week. I still on my weekends is usually my thing. I usually do Saturday, and it hits me when I'm about to go home from work, and I be rushing home real quick. And then I'll be handling business until the next morning. Now I'm back to normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fast. I still fast every day. When I eat at 6 o'clock, I won't eat until 5.
I mean detox. Did I say fast? I meant detox.
No. I'm saying fast. I fast until 5 o'clock.
Okay.
5 o'clock that afternoon, and then I eat something. But
Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna get on again and talk about this subject, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't mind hearing some more alternatives and such, and getting some ideas. But I don't want to keep everybody too long. Y'all have a great night. As always, it's a beautiful time with you guys. Love it.
Always love is
It's
love.
been a pleasure, everybody. Stay tuned for our Friday. Stay tuned.
Salute.
And I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, we view on every Friday at 9 p.m.
Yeah.